5 warning signs your liver might be in trouble. Picture this. It's 3 p.m. on a Tuesday, and you're sitting at your kitchen table staring at that cup of coffee that's supposed to give you energy. But here's the thing. You're absolutely exhausted. Not the kind of tired you get after a long day of gardening or playing with the grandkids. This is different. This is the kind of bone-deep fatigue that makes you feel like you're carrying a backpack full of bricks, even though you slept 8 hours last night. Sound familiar? What if I told you that this crushing tiredness, along with that nagging pain you've been feeling right under your ribs, might not be about getting older? What if your body is trying to send you an urgent message about one of your most important organs? Before we dive in, I want to know, where are you watching from today? Drop your city and state in the comments below. I love connecting with viewers from all across America, and it helps me understand what health concerns are most important in your community. Today we're talking about your liver, that incredible 3-pound powerhouse that's working 24/7 to keep you healthy. And folks, I need you to pay attention to what I'm about to share, because catching these warning signs early could literally save your life. Let me tell you about Margaret, a 67-year-old retired teacher from Ohio. For months, she brushed off her symptoms. "Oh, it's just stress," she'd tell her daughter. "I'm not as young as I used to be." The fatigue, the occasional nausea, that tender spot under her right rib cage. She figured it was all part of aging. It wasn't until Margaret's daughter noticed her mum's eyes looked a little yellow during Sunday dinner that everything changed. One doctor's visit and a few blood tests later, Margaret discovered she had non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, something that affects nearly 25% of Americans over 60. The good news? Because they caught it early, Margaret was able to make lifestyle changes that completely turned her health around. Today, she's hiking trails and feeling better than she has in years. Your liver is like the CEO of your body's corporation. It's got over 500 different jobs to do, from filtering toxins out of your blood to helping you digest fats, storing vitamins, and even making proteins that help your blood clot when you get a cut. According to recent research from the American Liver Foundation, liver disease affects more than 30 million Americans. But here's the scary part. Most people don't know they have it until it's advanced. Why? Because your liver is what doctors call a silent organ. It doesn't complain until things get serious, but if you know what to look for, your liver does give you warning signs. Today, I'm sharing the 5 most important ones with you. And if this information could help someone you care about, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We publish evidence-based health content for adults 50+ every week, and I don't want you to miss it. Warning sign 1, crushing fatigue that won't quit. Let me start with Robert's story. Robert is a 72-year-old retired mechanic from Texas who used to pride himself on his energy. He could work in his garage for hours, fix his neighbors' cars, and still have energy left for his evening walks. But about 8 months ago, something changed. "Doc," he told me during our video consultation, "I wake up tired, I go to bed tired, and nothing I do makes it better. My wife thinks I'm being lazy, but this isn't normal tired. This is like someone drained my battery and it won't recharge." Robert was experiencing what we call hepatic fatigue, and it's often the very first sign that your liver is struggling. Here's what's happening in your body. Your liver is your energy control center. It converts the food you eat into glucose. That's your body's premium fuel. When your liver isn't functioning properly, this energy conversion gets all messed up. It's like trying to run your car on watered-down gasoline. But there's more. A struggling liver can't filter toxins from your blood like it should. These leftover toxins circulate through your system, making you feel like you're fighting the flu even when you're not sick. Studies published in the Journal of Hepatology show that 70% of people with liver disease report severe fatigue as their primary symptom. This isn't your garden variety tiredness. We're talking about waking up exhausted even after 8+ hours of sleep, feeling wiped out after simple tasks like grocery shopping, needing multiple naps during the day, that heavy, can't get going feeling that lasts for weeks. Robert's blood tests revealed elevated liver enzymes and early signs of fatty liver disease. The good news: after 3 months of dietary changes and regular walks, his energy came roaring back. He's back in his garage, fixing cars and feeling like himself again. If you've been dragging yourself through your days for more than 2 weeks with no clear reason, don't just chalk it up to aging. Your liver might be trying to tell you something important. Warning sign 2, abdominal pain and tenderness. Linda, a 64-year-old grandmother from Florida, thought she was having stomach problems. For 3 months, she dealt with this nagging ache right under her ribs on the right side. It felt like someone was pressing their fist into my side, she described, especially after I ate anything fried or rich. Linda tried antacids, changed her diet, even gave up her beloved fried chicken. Nothing helped. The pain would sometimes shoot around to her back, making her think she'd pulled a muscle. It wasn't until her daughter insisted she see a doctor that Linda discovered the real culprit: her liver. Your liver sits right up under your ribcage on the right side of your body. When it's healthy, you shouldn't feel it at all. But when something's wrong, whether it's inflammation, fatty buildup, or other liver disease, that 3-pound organ can swell up and start pressing against everything around it. Think of it like this. Imagine stuffing too many clothes into a suitcase. Eventually, the zipper strains and everything gets tight and uncomfortable. That's what happens when your liver enlarges. It literally runs out of room and starts pushing against its protective covering, called the liver capsule. Recent studies from the Mayo Clinic show that abdominal pain occurs in 65% of patients with liver disease. The pain typically occurs in the upper right abdomen, may radiate to the right shoulder or back, gets worse after eating fatty foods, can range from a dull ache to sharp, stabbing pain, often comes with a feeling of fullness or bloating. Linda's ultrasound showed an enlarged liver with fatty deposits. Her doctor explained that years of a high-sugar, high-fat diet had essentially given her liver a case of foie gras, the same condition that happens to geese when they're force-fed to make that expensive French delicacy. The transformation? Linda worked with a nutritionist to overhaul her diet. 6 months later, her liver enzymes normalized, the pain disappeared, and she lost 25 pounds she'd been trying to lose for years. Have you experienced unexplained abdominal pain? Drop a comment below and let me know. Your experience might help other viewers recognize their own symptoms. Warning sign 3. Digestive chaos and appetite changes. Here's something that might surprise you. Your liver is actually part of your digestive system. And when it's not working right, eating becomes a miserable experience. Meet Frank, a 69-year-old retired postal worker from Michigan. Frank used to be what his wife called a human garbage disposal. He could eat anything and enjoy it. But over the course of 4 months, Frank started feeling nauseous after meals. Foods he'd loved his whole life, especially anything greasy or fried, suddenly made him feel sick. "I thought I was developing some weird food allergies," Frank told me. "My wife would cook my favorite pot roast, and I'd take 2 bites and feel like I was going to throw up. I started living on crackers and toast." Frank lost 15 pounds in 2 months, not because he was trying to, but because eating had become such an unpleasant experience. Here's the biology behind what Frank was experiencing. Your liver produces something called bile. Think of it as your body's dish soap. Bile breaks down fats so your intestines can absorb them. When your liver is struggling, it can't make enough bile, or the bile can't flow properly. Without adequate bile, eating fatty foods becomes a nightmare. Your digestive system simply can't handle them, leading to nausea, vomiting, and loss of appetite. Research from Johns Hopkins shows that 55% of liver disease patients experience significant digestive symptoms. Watch for these digestive red flags. Persistent nausea, especially after eating, sudden aversion to foods you used to enjoy, unexplained weight loss, vomiting with no apparent cause, feeling full after eating very small amounts. But here's where it gets really important. Pay attention to what's happening in the bathroom. I know it's not pleasant to talk about, but these signs can be lifesavers. Dark urine. If your pee looks like dark tea or cola, that's your kidneys working overtime to eliminate waste that your liver should be processing. This isn't dehydration, this is a serious warning sign. Light-colored stools. If your bowel movements become very pale, almost white or clay-colored, that means bile isn't reaching your intestines properly. This is definitely not normal and needs immediate medical attention. Frank's blood work revealed elevated bilirubin levels and signs of liver inflammation. With medication and dietary changes, his appetite returned within 6 weeks. Today, he's back to enjoying his wife's cooking, though he's learned to appreciate smaller portions of healthier foods. Warning sign 4. Jaundice and skin changes. This next warning sign is impossible to ignore once you know what to look for. It's also one of the most serious, often indicating that liver disease has progressed significantly. Dorothy, a 71-year-old retired librarian from Oregon, noticed something strange when she was getting ready for church one Sunday morning. As she applied her makeup in the bathroom mirror, her daughter walked in and gasped. "Mom," her daughter said, "your eyes look yellow." Dorothy looked closer and realized her daughter was right. The whites of her eyes had taken on a yellowish tint, and when she really examined her skin, she could see it too, a subtle yellow cast that she'd somehow missed. Within hours, Dorothy was in the emergency room. The diagnosis? Acute hepatitis that required immediate treatment. What Dorothy was experiencing is called jaundice, and it happens when a substance called bilirubin builds up in your blood. Here's how it works. Your body constantly breaks down old red blood cells, creating bilirubin as a waste product. A healthy liver grabs this bilirubin, processes it, and sends it out of your body through your stool. When your liver can't keep up with this job, bilirubin accumulates in your bloodstream and literally stains your skin and eyes yellow. It's like your body's warning light on the dashboard, and when it comes on, you need immediate attention. According to the American Gastroenterological Association, jaundice typically appears when bilirubin levels reach 2 to 3 times normal levels. By the time you can see it, your liver function has been compromised for some time. But jaundice isn't the only skin warning sign. Watch for intense itching. This might sound odd, but severe. Unexplained itching all over your body can be a liver symptom. When bile doesn't flow properly, bile salts accumulate under your skin, causing maddening itchiness with no visible rash. Easy bruising. If you're suddenly bruising from minor bumps, or if cuts and scrapes take forever to stop bleeding, that could indicate your liver isn't making enough clotting proteins. Spider veins. Small, spider-like blood vessels appearing on your chest, shoulders, or face can indicate liver problems, especially if they appear suddenly or in large numbers. Dorothy's quick action saved her life. Her hepatitis was caused by a medication interaction that her doctors were able to address immediately. With treatment and careful monitoring, her liver function returned to normal, and the yellow coloring faded within 2 weeks. If you're finding this information valuable, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. We share life-saving health information like this every week, specifically for adults over 50. Warning sign 5, fluid retention and swelling. This final warning sign is often the most serious, typically indicating advanced liver disease. But catching it early and getting proper treatment can still make a significant difference in outcomes. George, a 74-year-old retired construction worker from Alabama, noticed his pants getting tighter around the waist. At first, he figured he was just putting on a few pounds. Retirement will do that to you. But over the course of 3 months, George's belly kept growing, even though he wasn't eating more than usual. "I looked like I was pregnant," George told me with a rueful laugh. "My wife kept asking if I was drinking beer, but I'd actually cut back. Nothing made sense." Then George noticed his ankles were swelling too. By evening, his socks would leave deep indentations in his skin. His shoes started feeling tight. That's when his daughter, a nurse, insisted he see a doctor immediately. What George was experiencing is called fluid retention, and it happens for a very specific reason when liver disease is involved. Your liver makes a protein called albumin, which acts like a sponge in your bloodstream, keeping fluid where it belongs, in your blood vessels. When your liver is severely damaged, it can't make enough albumin. Without this protein sponge, fluid leaks out of your blood vessels and pools in spaces where it doesn't belong. This creates 2 main problems: ascites, fluid accumulation in the abdomen causing the belly to swell dramatically. This isn't just uncomfortable, it can make breathing difficult and is a sign of serious liver dysfunction. Peripheral edema, fluid pooling in the legs, ankles and feet, causing swelling that's often worse at the end of the day. Research from the American Association for the Study of Liver Diseases shows that ascites develops in about 50% of patients with cirrhosis within 10 years of diagnosis. However, with proper treatment, the prognosis can be significantly improved. Along with the swelling, watch for rapid weight gain from fluid, not fat, shortness of breath, especially when lying flat, feeling full after eating very small amounts, abdominal discomfort or pain, swelling that doesn't improve with elevation or rest. George's tests revealed cirrhosis caused by years of undiagnosed fatty liver disease. While the diagnosis was serious, his medical team was able to manage his condition with medications, dietary changes, and regular monitoring. The fluid was safely drained, and with ongoing treatment, George has maintained stable liver function for over 2 years. The key message here is this: even advanced liver disease can often be managed effectively when caught early and treated properly. George's story isn't just about the severity of symptoms, it's about the importance of seeking medical care when your body is sending warning signals. When to seek immediate medical attention. Let me be crystal clear about when you need to stop everything and get medical care immediately. Call 911 or go to the emergency room if you experience sudden, severe abdominal pain, vomiting blood or material that looks like coffee grounds, black, tarry stools, confusion or altered mental state, rapid onset of jaundice, yellowing of skin or eyes, severe shortness of breath, fainting or near fainting episodes. See your doctor within 24 to 48 hours if you have. Persistent fatigue lasting more than 2 weeks. Ongoing abdominal pain or tenderness. Loss of appetite lasting more than a week. Unexplained weight loss. Changes in urine or stool color. New onset of nausea or vomiting. Any combination of the symptoms we've discussed, I want to emphasize something important. Having one or even several of these symptoms doesn't automatically mean you have serious liver disease. Many conditions can cause similar symptoms, but that's exactly why you need proper medical evaluation to determine what's causing your symptoms and get appropriate treatment. Prevention and lifestyle factors. The beautiful thing about your liver is that it's incredibly resilient. Unlike some organs, your liver has an amazing ability to heal and regenerate itself when given the right conditions. Research shows that these lifestyle factors can significantly protect your liver, maintain a healthy weight, Obesity is the leading cause of fatty liver disease. Even a 5 to 10% weight loss can dramatically improve liver health. Limit alcohol. For adults over 60, doctors recommend no more than 1 drink per day for women and 2 for men. If you have any liver concerns, discuss alcohol consumption with your doctor. Exercise regularly. Studies show that just 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week can reduce liver fat by up to 30%. Eat a Mediterranean-style diet. Focus on vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats like olive oil. Limit processed foods, sugar, and saturated fats. Stay hydrated. Proper hydration helps your liver process toxins more efficiently. Be careful. With medications, always follow dosing instructions and never exceed recommended amounts of over-the-counter pain relievers like acetaminophen. What changes are you planning to make for your liver health? Share your goals in the comments. I love seeing our community support each other. Let's recap the 5 critical warning signs that your liver might be in trouble. Crushing fatigue that doesn't improve with rest. That bone-deep tiredness that seems to follow you everywhere. Abdominal pain and tenderness, especially in the upper right area under your ribs. Digestive problems, persistent nausea, loss of appetite, dark urine, or light-colored stools. Skin and eye changes, yellowing, jaundice, unexplained itching or easy bruising. Fluid retention, swelling in your abdomen, legs, or ankles that doesn't go away. I want you to. Remember Margaret, Robert, Linda, Frank, Dorothy, and George, real people whose lives were changed because they paid attention to what their bodies were telling them and sought medical care. Their stories remind us that early detection and proper treatment can make all the difference. This information is for educational purposes only and should never replace professional medical advice. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, please consult with your healthcare provider for proper evaluation and diagnosis. If this video has been helpful to you, here's how you can help others. Hit that like button. It tells YouTube that this content is valuable and helps us reach more people who need this information. Subscribe and ring the notification bell. We publish evidence-based health content for adults 50 plus every single week, and you don't want to miss it. Share this video with someone you care about. Liver disease often goes undetected until it's advanced, and sharing this information could literally save a life. Join the conversation. Tell us in the comments. Have you experienced any of these symptoms? Do you have questions about liver health? Our community is here to support each other. And remember that comment I asked for at the beginning? I'm still curious, where are you watching from today? I love connecting with viewers from all across America, and it helps me understand what health topics matter most to you. Your liver works tirelessly to keep you healthy. Isn't it time you return the favor? Take care of yourselves, pay attention to what your body is telling you, and remember, the best time to address health concerns is before they become health crises. Until next week, this is Dr. Jason Carter, reminding you that knowledge is power when it comes to your health. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.